Good evening. Here we are. Another Monday Kaz Boot Seed. Got about... What? Oh, there's 10 of us. Someone just joined. Oh, Scamler just joined at the last second. Good deal. Just pulling in. I was hoping he was going to get on this one tonight. We got about 10 of us. Which is pretty cool. So we'll see how this pans out. A couple really good runners again, so... Again, I'll be pretty happy middle of the pack, but we'll see what happens. But hopefully everyone's having a good Monday. I'm going to have a great night because I know I don't have to get up early tomorrow. The bonus. And maybe I'll even pop on tomorrow morning and do some other stuff. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Oh, someone just joined last second. Who else popped in here? Frank Diffusion. Very nice. So now there's 11 of us. Very cool. Alright, looks like Scanler's the last to ready up, and here we go. Time is ticking. Alright, let's have a good one and see how this one pans out for us. Early bombs, cool. Alright. Nothing from Uncle himself. Nothing exciting there either. Ooh. Okay. Early hammer's fun. That magic would be kind of nice, actually. Might still be there. It is. We'll grab a couple hearts to be safe unless we get... Oh, wow. Okay, game. I see what's going to happen here. We're going to get an early glove, and we're going to have Dark World access very quickly. That's crazy. I just realized we don't have a single rupee yet. That's funny. Okay. I thought that rope was gonna get me. It did not. Nice. More bombs is nice. And now we know for certain that there's an item in the sink, because we saw the map. Actually dashing is good. Alright. Not too bad. There's our first bit of money. Cool. Alright. Alright, regular pendant on Eastern. The others are regular crystals. We'll get that in a second. A mirror, you don't say. Okay. Oh, man. If I had a fire source, I'd probably go right for Hera at this point. But we don't. Though we could sequence break a lot of stuff going up there. There's just this chance that we might not be able to beat it. Oh, that's really good. Okay. I dashed too much. We can check the one in the woods. Was that a book? Shit. Okay. Alright, what are you? Money. Yep. I will take... We're okay on bombs for now. Okay. So we have plenty of money for bottle vendor plus more. So I kind of hate the fact that the book is there. It might not be required, but it's one of those items where you don't know what it's going to unlock because you can't read the shit. What am I doing this for? Come on. It's just so bad. So I guess we'll have to make the decision once we get access to Aga. Is it worth doing? And there's our Dark World access. Mother hell. That is just crazy, honestly. God. Alright. We might be going to Thieves early. We're gonna clear out the village first, though. It's kind of dumb not to. Shield's nice. Wait. Alright. Mushroom. Kinda hate that too. Okay. Well, we certainly have a lot of money already. We have so many bad plays we can make at this point. And it might not be bad. It's just that I'm gonna double check these things, then we're gonna go Dark World. Okay. A full heart, I'll take. That I won't. Okay, Mire, Pod, Swamp TR. Pod's the green. Nope. There. Alright, we don't have a fire rod. We're just gonna look around here real quick. Cool. Alright, there's one item. I didn't mean to run into him. You know, aw, you jerk. Thank you. These will stun him, right? That's what I thought. No, come on. There. Alright. Both items out of here, that's good. And if there's something on Sick Kid, that's really good too, because then we just got that. Okay, that's dead. Hello? Yikes. Alright, so this is garbage, and so was Bumper. Okay. I'll allow it. Now we have a couple things to do in the Lightworld Village. Plus we can clear out Village of Outcasts and Thieves. So that's pretty good. This also gives us some access to Death Mountain logically, which is nice. Hello? Definitely wanted to stop running there, and I didn't. Okay, there's our booths, technically. Okay, we'll do that in a little bit. Sure game. Let's actually just do this real fast. Activate this, then we'll go back in the portal. Sure. All right. Oh, just a casual 3 or 4 items in the back, Thieves Town. That's good. Alright. 3 it is. Alright, hearts the stun prize. That's, that could be worse. Ah, that's wrong. Okay, that could have been better. But it also could have been a lot worse. So I'll take that. 1 hit on hallway is not horrible. Okay. Patience. The 10 bomb. Alright. We're still looking for 2 items. It's a chance we don't have to open up the big chest. That was dumb. I didn't set up for the dash. Okay. Okay, we don't have to open up the big chest. Works for me. The small key is locked inside. We'll have this in hand just in case, but we should be pretty good. Let's see if we can get our blind fight down properly today. Not bad. Again, could have been better, but that wasn't bad. Oh, a lamp. That's really good. Okay, that now puts going to Hera as a really good possibility. I think we consider going down to Hype Cave, and then we make that our next goal. So we can get up there super fast. Since we have, our flute. Alright, nice and quick. Nice. Yes, I will take a sword upgrade. I also have shovels, so I can do the dig spot up here as well. God, get away from me. Alright. No help, Stumpy. Whatever. Marks them both as checked. Oh, I could also do a couple other light world checks. Like, we haven't gotten to Mini Moldworm and all that kind of stuff. Doing the Southern Hyrule skip again. Just because we had that early Dark World access. So, maybe we at least check the dam and that before we... Oh. That's good. I just need a hook shot. Yeah, so let's just check. Maybe do Mini Moldworm first. God forbid there's a hook shot in there, I can just go to Swamp. It's kind of a wild idea. I'm gonna come over here. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Nice. Nice bonks. God. Okay, well that was crap. Alright, so we're gonna check this one other thing. Because it's 2 checks. And we could do it fast. And then we're gonna go up the mountain. Hey, got the bonk pull. Sure. It's another heart container at this point. 12 hearts already. Alright. Just go. Alright, we don't need the money at this point. We basically have enough for what we need, so we're gonna just bypass that. So we don't need either of the items there. Alright, let's go to Hera. It's another crystal we can obtain. And then we can go and do the other side of Death Mountain, which is a lot of items. So it'll be good. Oh, yes, please. Alright, that's really good. Big key? Nice. Alright, now we can hope that we get the second item upstairs. I probably could have tried to do the spin speed. But I don't know. I have such trouble getting that as it is. It's probably just quicker to climb. If we're lucky, it's right here. No. Unfortunate. Alright, maybe in the big chest? Okay, perfect. So we're gonna beat the boss and get out. So basement skip, always the best. You little bastard. Come on. Don't you dare. Alright. Patience is the key sometimes. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to complain about having a couple of those. More likely that we actually have what we need for TR in that case. So if I don't get anything here, I might be tempted just to do the Zora stuff, maybe? Oh no, we can do Darkhold. Alright. Let's do Dark Death Mountain next. We'll open up TR. See if we have the medallion or not. Not surprised to see the mitts there, honestly. Now that might render the book useless, because now we have access to desert. So that's actually where we're probably going to go next. Oh, you bastard. Get out of my way. Good old Dead Rocks, my favorite enemy in the seed. All the friggin' seeds. Can't stand these pieces of crap. Alright, can we open it? No, of course not. Oh, good to know. How do we have 14 hearts already? It's kind of ridiculous. Oh my god, stop bonking. Floating island we don't care about. Alright, let's go to 6. Okay, also Vamos. We're hoping we don't have to go in there though. Sure. Alright, I have no idea what's on the ledge, so let's grab that. Or at least peek at it. Yeah, we don't care. Alright. Mark that out. Fine. Keep us in suspense just a little longer. Okay. Even longer. That's one. That's two. Alright, well, no great items out of here, but we can get a crystal, so let's do it. There we go. So this fight will be a little slow, because really all I have is hammer and sword. But we'll do the best we can with it. And then I gotta check Yagina's cave after, before I go out and do maybe the flippers checks next. Cool. That really wasn't amazing. We might as well just sword it. hate the quick ones. Alright. Okay. Yep. Regina. Okay, game. Got some jokes. Alright. That's kind of funny. Well, I mean, it would have made, that Lambo fight a little quicker. Do I have enough, technically, to do ice? I think we do. Though, I'm gonna kind of... Whoops. I should probably check this other stuff. I'm gonna wish that... I'm gonna wish I had a blue potion, though. I could do that, though. Okay. Oh. Alright. Well, we're gonna probably get that soon. So that's gonna change my routing a little bit. Alright. We'll just spend the bread in a minute and buy a blue. Let's get these checks out of the way, though, just in case. Yeah, alright. I'm glad we came up here first. That's just a nice to have going in ice. Really expensive bombs. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna use the potion. We're gonna do this. We're gonna buy a blue and see what the mushroom gives us. Thanks, game. And then we're gonna actually go back to the Dark World. We're gonna grab that bow, because the bows, we might not need to go into Pot or Eastern. But the bow's definitely required for GT. So we're gonna grab it. And there's a chance that we're gonna have to go to Pod or something. Because we've done a good job avoiding pendant dungeons, but if we don't get an answer in ice, I have the debate on whether or not I want to do Smith Chain. Or, you know, I still have Saha, but I can do that on the way to Pod. We're also going to just check Hobo real quick, because we can flute back. So, Hookshot, Ice Rod, and Bombos is really all I probably require. So let's see what we find. And actually, Smith Chain would be fast because I can just flute for the purple chest. There's item 1. It's too much. Yep. Oh, come on. That's better. That was cute. That's item 2. That's item 3. And that Tempered Sword's really helpful, so let's go. We have a small key. We're heading right down. That's amazing. Pretty fast ice setup for us. That sucks. Alright. Alright, good recovery. Alright, so we do have to go back and beat Skull Woods. I might do that and then go into Smith Chain after that. Might not be a bad idea. So I could have attempted to do this dungeon early. That would have kind of sucked, though. No half magic, only fighter sword. This is obviously way better. Like, we should have no problem killing Moth. So, maybe I'm happy about it. Because then we can also get out of here real fast. Excuse me? Oh my god. Get out of here. Alright, there we go. Bad positioning all around. Okay. Alright, so let's check these couple things. Whoops. We'll grab our friend and check Hammer Peg, turn him in. We can just flute the purple chest back. Alright, not there. Alright, purple chest. Will you have value today? No. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do two more quick, not too quick, but overworld checks that I want to do first. And then we're gonna have the dive into Pod and Eastern. And we have Saha's Closet still to look at. I disagree. Okay, just a piece of heart. Pyramid is trash. Catfish is trash. Alright. Well, here we go. Into the pendant dungeons we go, looking for stuff. Hopefully it's just not in front of Swamp. That would feel bad. But that's a shitty check. Alright, not punished. Alright, Pod's the green pendant, so it's a total of 6 items, so we're doing this first. With Eastern only being 3, it could be the answer, but density, Pod's the right call. So let's see if it ends up being correct or not. Alright. So, small? Small. Alright, so there's one more small key plus something else. At minimum one small key, I should say, over here. There it is. Okay, I'm really glad we didn't go in the swamp. Alright. So we're going to want to go to Swamp, but I think I'm going to clear out this dungeon while we're in here, just so we don't have to come back. And that might be the wrong move, but there's still 4 more items plus the green pendant here. And then we'll immediately go to Swamp and do that. So that bow was really important, because that was technically locked behind it. Yeah, there you go. That's what you get, you little bastard. We might not need to open that. Alright, we will open that. Harmless Hellway has something. It'd be great if I was able to get Bombos or my Ice Rod out of here somewhere. If this was just the answer. Okay. 2 items left. Alright, so Hummel's got something, which is fine. Really good chance that that hook shot's all we get out here, but I still feel like it's worth looking. And then we'll go right to Swamp. And then honestly, we might go up to Death Mountain and check out Hookshot Cave after. And hope we just get a home run and don't have to go into Eastern at all. Turn this in, go to Swamp. Alright, so I was right. I should have just left after getting the hook, but you never knew. Got a choice today. Boo. Then lose the time to the bonk there. Hilarious. Alright. Okay, that's good. So if I don't see the ice rod in here, I gotta take the risk that it's up on Death Mountain or in Turtle Rock itself. Dude, we're in go. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, not bad, not bad. Definitely a couple things I could have cleaned up, but I can't be too upset about most of my routing here. Didn't need to do Smith Chain. I should have gone right to Pod, and I didn't need to go to a couple of the other checks, but I was really just hoping not to have to do the Pendant Dungeons, but that's alright. Nice. Got the quick kill, too. Avoided doing the Eastern Dip. That's good. Everyone should avoid doing Mire because of the Vamos requirement anyway. Nice miss. believe I actually squeezed through that one. Get off of me. I think the only reason why Turtle Rock's showing up as yellow is because I just don't have a safety or the mirror shield. But because we're in Go, we might not need to do Laser Bridge at all if the keys cooperate. But we can do some laser skips for some of it if we need to. Oh, hello. It's open already. I was here once. All right. Let's see how much it cooperates. I shouldn't have bothered trying to dash there. I almost did that right, though. Give me the big key. Okay. If you insist. Give me the big key. Alright. Well, we're not going to be able to do this dungeon as quickly as I was hoping. We can't steal the key. The big key is vanilla. Unfortunate, but that's going to happen to everybody, so whatever. Okay. We'll get the big chest too, because if that's a small, we're going to be required to grab it since we're not stealing, so... You know... Okay. Good. If the seat's benevolent, puts a key here. Nah. That'd be asking for too much. So we'll have to do at least a couple laser skips. However long it takes us to get... Ah, shit. Alright. Good recovery. Enough laser skips until we can get the small key off the bridge. Alright. That's not how you do it. That's a great item to find, though. Wow, it's literally the vanilla chest for it. Okay. We have potions. I won't be afraid to pop my red if I need it. Crazy. Good try next kill. It better be with butter, though. Seriously. Alright, we're getting a really good entry time in the GT, so I'm sure there's going to be a couple people in this field that are going to absolutely crush this seed. But I feel pretty good about this. Kind of jetty if you make some of the right moves. And I wasted time on a couple things. So I can only imagine how much quicker it could have been had I made a couple better decisions. But this is still pretty good. Now let's just hope the GT Big Key doesn't troll the hell out of us. You know what? That's a really nice safety item to find. We'll grab it. Maybe one of those. I feel like it's going to be in randomizer room, but we're still going to do our normal DM route anyway. Yeah, that was ass. Okay. Let's head back. I won't be surprised if this is key for a key. It's not. Okay. There must be a key upstairs, because usually by now you get like 2 or 3 at this point. Okay, there it is. Cool. And we got our key. Let's go. We need to open up nothing going upstairs, which is perfect. I did call randomizer room for the key. He's totally right about that. Nice. Can just go. Don't need any keys, don't need to open up any chests because we just don't care. I will take the fairies here. Very nice. Validation just because, of course, it's just a 20. Not bad. Sub 125 getting to Aga 2. I'll take it. Alright, we got a double out of that. Okay, 3 more hits we need. 2 more. Here we go. Perfect. He blue-balled me like twice in that sequence. One more for good measure, because that pissed me off. I hate that positioning of him. Okay. Dude, that was a really fast cannon. Cool. Ah, look at all the people who finished fast. Nice job. Hey, you know what? 6th place, 126.46, where the fastest times were 113 and 114, coming right behind Scanler by about a minute. 2 minutes and 30 some odd seconds. So hey, Scanler, thanks for the GGs. That was a fun one, wasn't it? Fast seed. I hesitated on going into pod and checked like Smith Chain and Pyramid Catfish, and I should have just if I would have gone right to pod and saved that time, I would have been right there with you and Sir and Dr. John. That shaved off a few minutes right there, but I was really kind of hoping I didn't have to do a pendant dungeon. I never did go into Eastern, so that was nice. But not too bad, considering. Did we have... I just realized that we had the same ranking going into this race. That's pretty wild. Go figure. I was just happy to see both Vamos and Ice Rod in Swamp so that we didn't have to start digging other shit. I was really worried after seeing Vamos that I was going to have to go to Mire. And I was just glad Ice Rod was right there so I could be like, we're out. But yeah, that's the only thing I probably regret is I wish I would have done pod before checking a couple of those overworld things. It would have shaved off a little bit of time. Hey Kirby, thanks for the GGs. How you doing? GGs to you as well. This is a fairly nice jet seat compared to the last couple we've had. pretty good about my play for the most part. Yeah, I avoided Eastern as well. I never even checked Saha until I went to Pod. And then, that's the other... If I would have taken the chance and just left as soon as I saw the hook shot, I would have saved some time too, but it's like one of those, like... Alright, that was the first item I found out of 5. Yeah, you did Smith Chain as well, Kirby? Yeah. It's like, you find the hook shot, it's 1 item out of 5 plus it's the green pendant, and you're still looking for 2 other things. So I was like, let's stay. Because it's more punishing to go back. And then, of course, the right answer was just go to Swamp. But, whatever. Well, it's a good thing it didn't, right? I mean, obviously you could have sequence broke bow side, but I didn't even know there was a bow on the lake until late, because I didn't scout it. I never, because once I got Dark World access, I just, you know, Dark World access was so early, I go right in, and so I didn't even do a lot of the stuff down there until later. And then I saw the bow, and I'm like, luckily, it didn't really hold me back too much. I was able to do all sorts of other stuff, so I ended up grabbing the bow, and then doing ice, and then right after ice, once I didn't have any other progression, that's when I went back and just finished Skull Woods, and said, I'll do Smith Chain into Pod. And then I also just checked Pyramid and Catfish just to make sure it wasn't something on them, but... Yeah, you weren't interested in Helmet anyways? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it wasn't really required because you could just do the glitches there, but logically it was required for a hookshot, but not in most people's eyes, so. Having Silvers for Ganon was nice, yeah, for sure. I was actually surprised to see him a laser bridge, because I'm glad that the key was, like, at the end, otherwise I might have not found it, because if I would have gotten that key, I would have pieced out. You skipped Helma, went right to Swamp and checking the back of Pod. Oh, see? Nice call. See, but again, it's like with the green pendant, I'm like, oh, that could easily be Bombos or something, right? You missed Silvers? Oh no, they're right on Laser Bridge. You went to the bottom and got the key and pieced out? Oh no, that's funny. I started at the top, and I'm like, of course it's gonna be at the end, and then Silvers popped up, I think the second from the top, and I'm like, okay, that's a good compensation prize. Oh, they did Flute from the get-go. Front of Skull Woods immediately did... Okay, yeah. So that's actually what I did when, as soon as I got Dark World access, I finished the village. I did go to Skull Woods, check those. And I also did Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb, so I had the flute pretty early as well. And then I went down and I activated the flute, and there's a bottle in Skullwood, so I checked Sick Kid, and then I went and did Thieves Town. So I did activate my flute pretty early. I was just happy that we didn't need the book. Once you got the Ganon hit, you're a little upset. Oh no. Yeah. I'm just glad that the book wasn't required, because when I saw that on Lumberjack, I'm like, oh no. That's like one of the worst items to show up there, because it's like possibly your required entrance to Desert and locks 2 checks and locks your knowledge of the pedestal, and I'm like, oh no. So, but I'm glad that that didn't end up being required. I was relieved to find the mitts. Like, once I knew I had the flute in hand and I already had the mirror, I knew the mitts would show up eventually, but I'm just glad that they weren't, like, in Desert or something stupid, because then, yeah, that would have required Aga. So it was nice to avoid all that. Oh, did he really? I mean, I could understand that when if you're like, when you know Desert's a crystal, but I waited. Like, I have the knowledge. I'm like, I'm not gonna go there because the lamp and a sword upgrade showed up soon after I did Thieves, so I had it in logic. I just was like, I'm not doing it until the game forces me to. And luckily it never did. Because at that point I just had so much other stuff to do. Because after I did, because my decision was, after I did Thieves, I was like, I'm going to get down to Hype Cave at least. And then I'm going to go up to the mountain and do Hera and check all of Death Mountain. And once I got the mitts, I'm like, okay, we're good. I won't need book unless it's blocking something on the tablet. Which, even if it wasn't required. So. Well, that was fun. That was a good one. Always a fun time doing MMM. I'm off tomorrow, so I might come on. I'm kind of itching to do another Cross Keys Seed. It's been a little while. So I might come on during the day and do something for a little while. Because, give me something to kind of look forward to. But I'm going to get going tonight. Thanks, guys, for popping in here. I always appreciate it. This is a fun one. Felt pretty fast. And I mean, like I said, there's a couple things I could have done to save some time, but I don't hate some of my decisions. I felt like I routed it pretty nicely. It just, the items that I was looking for weren't there. So, tried Pots and Bones. You know what? Maybe. Are you off tomorrow, Scanler, or do you have the work? Thanks, Kirby. Appreciate you popping in. I always like catching it when you're doing some different stuff. It also depends on whether or not the Reddit seed gets released, because I don't think it's up yet, at least unless it got posted tonight. But you're working tomorrow? That is a shame. Yeah, it's nice to have a random day off in the middle of the week because of Veterans Day, but it is what it is. Well, if I pop on, maybe people will be able to catch it, but I am going to get going. Thanks again, and GG's to both of you on this one. This was a fun seed to run. And, yeah, I'll mess around with some stuff tomorrow. Maybe at some point, Pots and Bones. I have to remember what that setting actually is. I've seen it before, but it's been a long time since I've actually done anything with it. So, all right. Thanks again. Catch you soon. Good night.